Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the magic of Maytime. Oh my God, I can't believe we're in May already. Just want to say as well, Beltane blessings if you sort of celebrated or got up to or did anything for Beltane, which is a pagan sort of fire festival. And it is the honoring, it's the celebration of fertility, kind of like sexuality as well. And all the great sort of energy of fruition coming together, everything blossoming, everything coming good, everything growing. Obviously, the beauty of the sun as well. So, like I say, it's a fire festival. And what's lovely with Beltane is it's the real energy of like love, laughter, celebration, connection with friends, family, lovers as well, relationships, just real passionate energy. It's almost where the world just feels really passionate, comes to life. And it's the celebration between the sort of centering of spring equinox moving into summer solstice, but not actually at the summer solstice point yet. So all very exciting stuff. So what do we need to talk about? Let's talk about what's going to be happening for May time then. So as ever, I'm working with the the Bones Arcana Tarot, and then I will follow through with my Wizard Within Oracle as a conclusion card. But we'll do any opportunities for May, any obstacles and lessons that might crop up along the way. Just want to say a massive thank you as well to everybody that is supporting the tour. For the venues that are sold out, there are some other ones sort of nearby because a few people have been asking me about Radstock. Well, that has sold out, but we do still have tickets available for Hensridge, which isn't too far, one side, Glastonbury, the other, and also Bristol and Weston-super-Mare. They're all quite near Radstock kind of catchment area as a potential other opportunity if you're interested. But complete sort of tour dates are on the website. But thank you so much for those of you that are supporting. We did Freem last night. I say we, me and my spirit team. We did Freem last night. It was an amazing evening, beautiful connections, lots of laughter, lots of love within the room. So if you were part of Freem, thank you so, so much for being there with your love, your support, and your magic. And I also want to say a very quick shout out to the team at Foxy's Den, who sort of take on the venue because they actually have got great staff there, great bunch of people. So thank you to the guys at Foxy's for always sort of making me feel very loved, very special, and going the extra mile in terms of setup. That does mean a lot. Anyway, let's get back to these cards. So let's give them a tap. Let's see what's coming up. Let's see what we need to know about. Oops, for Maytime. One has just literally shot itself across the floor, making me work. Okay, bear with me. Oh, interesting. It's a goodie though, so we'll take it. Let's just get a couple more. So let's just become aware of any obstacles. Okay. Oops, bear with me. They're all sort of falling from the pack. And any lessons that might crop up for us. And then we'll do the Wizard Within Oracle afterwards as a conclusion. Okay, this is interesting. This definitely is this sort of Beltane May energy that I'm feeling. This is good. This is exciting times. This does actually feel really, really exciting, I have to say, overall. Okay, I'm just sort of finding room to put these cards down. I need a bigger table. Okay, so as we're going into any opportunities then for Maytime, we're going into the Three of Pentacles. I'll put it by the candle so you might be able to see it a little bit better. Oh, actually, maybe not. But Three of Pentacles, can't really see it any better, can you? It's all about a sort of like progression. It's moving up the sort of energetic ladder. So often when the Three of Pentacles shows, there could be job opportunities, there could be changes financially, but for the better. It's usually about investment. So it's working really hard, it's throwing yourself in at the deep end, and it's starting to make positive changes that are going to sort of work and become very beneficial for you. Shows up a lot if there's talk of wanting to change your sort of job career or wanting to perhaps prosper. So some of you might be going for promotions, or there might be opportunities to progress within an existing company. Some of you might be sort of looking at the idea of learning a new craft, a new skill. For some of you, maybe going back to college or studying a sort of workshop or a course in something, and then potentially taking that forward in more of a professional setting. For some people as well, it might just be stopping to acknowledge the great stuff of how you live your life. And I was thinking about this sort of this morning when I was sort of woke up, completely dazed and confused, in bed. I mean, I was buzzing from last night, but I woke up this morning and I thought, oh my God, I sort of pinch myself sometimes and think, is this my reality? Is this my world? And for me, my work, it doesn't even feel like work. It's just a living, it's a lifestyle. It's something that just feels so enriching. And sometimes with the Three of Pentacles, is creating a way to live life. And when you do something that you love every day, it doesn't feel like work, does it? It just becomes a way of living. And that's really what my world is about. And I'm very lucky and I'm very blessed. But there has been a lot of hard efforts and hard endeavors to get it to that point. And that's the other thing, Three of Pentacles isn't a card that just comes off the back of anything. You do have to put dedication, you do have to put hard work and energy into your craft. So it's about being quite disciplined as well. It's not just going to sort of turn up because you'd like it to. It is about actually working that little bit harder for what you truly want. But the long-term goals and efforts are worth, all these sort of external things. So it's working hard, but actually you're going to be rewarded both financially and in the way of sort of energetic exchange. So it's just a really good card. So be open to positive opportunities, positive collaborations, positive changes in terms of sort of finance, money, but sort of practical living as well. And it's remembering that the Pentacles are the earth element. So even though there's the materialism with this, there's also the practicalities of the grounding earth-based energies to achieve this. So that's quite exciting, actually. Now, as we're moving into any sort of obstacles that might await us, we're going into the Eight of Wands. I don't know if you can see that too well. I'll try and bring it forward. I know these are quite dark cards and the screen doesn't always like picking it up too good. So I'm trying to sort of see where I can catch the light best. But with the Eight of Wands, this is often about sudden changes, things happening maybe a little bit too fast and a little bit too quick. So be careful, be cautious of where you invest your energy. Don't sort of spread yourself so thin or to so many people that you have a bit of a burnout. So I don't see this as anything like nasty or bad, but with Eight of Wands, it can all sort of move, it can all happen quite fast, and all of a sudden it can go from 0 to 100 pretty quick. So whereas maybe you felt like nothing was really moving and it was all a bit stagnant, all of a sudden it's like you're on a roller coaster and you're almost struggling to keep up. And sometimes we manifest things into the universe, but there isn't always a time scale to things. So sometimes we get everything we seek back at us at once, and it's like, oh my God, it's a bit overwhelming. So this is basically saying, don't burn yourself out. And also with these sort of wands moving in, stay grounded, stay humbled, don't get too caught up in things that you can't control. This isn't so much a card of confrontation, but what I do feel is people's energy changing around you. So if this becomes quite obvious and quite apparent to some of you, people might get flared up with this. And sometimes it's just about moving yourself on the energy to one side and not letting this dictate or sort of block what could be accessible. It's like, I know there are some people that do not like the fact that I'm starting to get into theatres, and that's fine. It's their sort of journey, it's their sort of destination. It's not going to sort of stop me from doing my thing. And in reality, there's no reason why my work should be offensive to anybody. But if people don't want to support the work that I'm doing, it's almost handing back that accountability. It stops with them. It's their problem, it's their junk, it's their drama. I'm not going to take it on as my own. And I just feel a bit with this Eight of Wands, there's that element of things as well. So it's handing back energy that doesn't belong to you, that you can't change, and you shouldn't have to change. You shouldn't have to change who you are to fit into somewhere else. That's not what it's about. So just be a bit kind of cautious, because this card can sometimes feel quite overwhelming because it's all happening at once. Things can feel quite overwhelming if we're not careful. So there's that side of the coin. But essentially, I don't think this is a huge problem for us for May, but just go a bit steady, go a bit careful. If you need to sort of rest and recharge in between projects and growth and expansion, have your rest time, have your downtime. That is needed as well. Let me just have a big swig of drink. Got my big old cup, my big old spider's web bucket, as it were. Sorry guys, I'm just feeling a bit nasal. It's because it's lovely to see the sun and it's lovely to see the flowers and everything blossoming, but it's making my hay fever flare up a bit, and I am just feeling a bit nasal today, even though I've taken some really good tablets. Lessons. I think by staying true to ourselves and sort of, being at peace with us and what we're achieving, what we're about, and what our sort of long-term goal or plan or just, every day-to-day way of living life is, we're going into Three of Cups. Three of Cups is the celebration card. It's happy times, it's connections, it's positivity. It's sort of just being around the people and the experiences that enrich our life. So I think by sort of focusing and keeping investing in yourself over here, not getting poured into any crap with this, you're going to continue having those best sort of connections, those best experiences, those enriching feelings that life wants to offer and bring forward. Because Three of Cups, it is about letting your hair down, having some fun, not taking life too seriously, being able to sort of laugh and take the piss out of yourself. And I think that's mega, mega important to do, because sometimes we get so serious and we get so caught up in everything, we almost forget to have fun with what we're doing. So this is encouraging you to have fun with your everyday to day stuff, as well as making time to see people, have those connections, have those family gatherings, enjoy those birthdays, those celebrations, those wedding anniversaries that you might be invited to. There's all of that that comes in with the Three of Cups. And sometimes it's just getting together with people you've not seen for a while, having a jolly good catch up and having some fun. And that's also what Beltane is about as a sort of pagan sort of festival and time period with May. It is about getting together, celebrating with friends, with people that you've maybe not seen for a while, and just connecting. So I think this is going to be a happy month primarily. It feels like this is going to be a really sort of happy month. I really hope we get some sun as well, because I'm noticing with the weather, a lot of people are feeling really, really sort of stuck and low. And if the weather sort of kind of picks up a bit more, I think that will almost really encourage more of this to sort of take place. So quite an interesting set of cards, but they feel good. May feels like really, really kind of almost in a way, I feel like the best month we've had so far, or going to be having in terms of 2023. So that feels really cool. So what we'll do, we'll follow through with one of our Wizard Within oracles as a conclusion and just sort of see what's happening, what's going on here. Bear with me, one's just shot itself across the room. Oh, there's a couple there, so I'll put them back in. There's too many, we're not having all those. That was just a collection that just came out together. So let's just see what Maytime has in store for us. Yes, this is really making me smile. This is literally an extension of the Three of Cups. So we're going into the Magic Gathering. I don't know if you can see that too well. So what I love with this card, I'll try and bring it in close. You've got different sort of, if you want to call them Sabbaths or seasons. So we've almost got like the summer time, and then we've also got like the winter time, the autumn. There's the changes of sort of season here. And what I love with this card is literally what I've just said here with Three of Cups is everything coming in, is everything sort of coming together. Magic Gathering, it's having fun, it's having time to be around people that enrich our life. It's just stopping to turn the world off and not be so committed to all of the heavy stuff and all of your sort of disciplines and procedures, and just literally having some fun, letting your hair down, having those barbecues, having those connection times, having those days at the beach, and all of this. It's just a real cool time to be around people that enrich your life. And I think the other aspect I feel with this time period of May, if you've been sacrificing, if you've been sort of doing things where people have felt, not on your side almost, it's moving those people along. So it's putting maybe sort of gentle boundaries in place and literally just focusing on where you're loved, where you're celebrated, where you're appreciated, and where you feel like you get that fair energy exchange. So this is really cool. So definitely a cool time this month for happiness and for connections and just a chance to have some fun, let our hair down, not take life too blinking seriously. So this feels amazing. So I'm going to leave it with you guys. I hope it sort of resonates and makes a little bit of sense. Stay well, stay safe, stay fabulous. Please keep supporting the tour if you can. If you've yet to purchase a ticket, but you know you want to come to one of the events, do get booking, because some of them are nearing the sort of last remaining sort of 20 tickets or so. So just be sort of mindful of those. And I can't wait to sort of see you at some of the Dems and everything else. So keep shining, stay fabulous. Just a quick reminder, reference Zoom readings. I'm getting mega booked up. May is nearly full already. So just be aware that there could be about a month or so waiting list for those. But I still will be doing public events as well. And often there are spaces still available for public events. So if you want to see me for one-to-ones in person, then obviously check those out. All the events and everything is on my website. So the website is 100% the best place to sort of see everything and sort of find everything, really. So I'll leave it with you. Have an amazing May time. Enjoy yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Take care, and I will see you guys very soon. Love and blessings. Bye for now.